What up, what up, what up? It's your boy JB coming right back at you, man. Welcome back to the channel. Had to jump on here real fast. Please let the WNBA go into a lockout. Again, please let them go into a lockout. Guys, I've been seeing in news that the WNBA players are considering a lockout to get more money based off of the success they saw this past season. Whether it be gate attendance or people actually who are coming to the game, television stuff. You know, they got a new media rights deal that's going to kick in. I want to say next year or something like that. I'm not familiar. I'm not sure. But I've been seeing the news that these guys are going to try to lock out because, once again, your girl Angel Reese was talking about her salary, doesn't even pay her rent. She lives in a pretty nice area of Chicago, but basically her endorsements are paying her rent. But the reason I want the WNBA to go on a lockout is it's going to help teach them business. It's going to help teach them that, honestly, a lockout only works when the people actually care about the product, right? So we saw, you know, I live down here in Florida, so when we saw those ports go on strike, okay, you got to do something, right? Toilet paper was out, paper towels was out, store shelves empty, that kind of thing, right? That's a necessity. That's a necessity, right? So we saw the value of those people. The WNBA, they still don't have that value yet. And even with a stellar year, they still were in the hole. And the reason why I want the WNBA to do a lockout is twofold. I want these women to learn the business of basketball so they can stop being a political activism organization. But I also want them to put pressure on all these NBA guys who are social justice warriors and claim they want equality and all the shirts they wear and all this kind of stuff, because the WNBA, if you're going to go on a lockout, the only people you could be asking for more money to support you is the NBA. You are being carried by the NBA. So if you're going to lock out, you must be asking the WNBA to take the money they're making. You're asking the NBA, sorry, to take their money and give you more of it. If you want Asia Wilson to make $1 million, right? LeBron making $150 on his contract. You got all these MAC deals. Paul George just signed a $200 million deal. Joel Embiid just signed a $200 million deal. Tell all these guys who claim they support the WNBA to dedicate a portion of their paycheck to these players. They show up, they sit front row. Okay? At the end of the day, guys, have the NBA give you more, but have the players give it. Have the players give it out of their CBA from the NBA. You guys want to make more money? You got 12 people on each roster. Tell the NBA to give you more money. Because if you lock out hoping that it's going to hurt the customer, you barely had customers this year, and it was mostly because of Caitlin Clark. Now the WNBA Finals is getting better ratings without her. But at the end of the day, it's twofold. You're going to learn that you can't be a social justice activism league and have a lockout because nobody cares. You pissed off half of the country. But also, too, put pressure on these NBA guys to give you more money. Now, what you're going to find out real quick is these NBA guys going to say, nah, man, y'all need to put a better product on the floor. So I hope that the WNBA goes ahead and does a lockout, because sometimes you can learn from advice and sometimes you got to learn the hard way. And when you realize that you're subsidized, all you can do is go to the NBA and ask them to give you more money. Ask them to take less out of their collective bargain agreement to give to you. I want to see the women of the WNBA put pressure on these NBA players so these NBA players can tell them, no, we tired of supporting you anyway. And I think if there's a lockout, the NBA gonna sell it off to somebody else. Because if they're gonna now try to lock out, it's not even worth having the league at this moment other than the NBA trying to do something for diversity, equity, and inclusion. And these girls are not realizing how highly subsidized they are and how dependent they are on the Caitlin Clark fans. And without the Caitlin Clark fans, you really don't even have any leverage, man. So y'all get down in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about a potential WNBA lockout this upcoming season. Is Jeff crazy or is Jeff on to something, man? Get down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. And y'all know, man, if you hadn't already, mash that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on that bell. for notifications. And until next time, I'm going to holler.